Hi everybody, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Linda.
And today we're going to start doing some upgrades to the VAPI mobile, if you will. Now the VAPI mobile is a Ford Fiesta,
Yes.
2018 Ford Fiesta that we picked
Right.
up over the month of December, the last month of 2018. And we're going to prepare this car to go out on paranormal investigations to make it look the part.
Right.
So the first thing we're going to do today is put some purple LED lights
Yes.
in the dome, right?
In the dome. Yeah, I really played hell trying to find these replacement LED lights for the 2018 Ford Fiesta. They had a lot of them available on eBay and Amazon for the earlier models of the car, but, and especially purple. It's not one of the most common colors. You often find bulbs for red, green, yellow, things of that nature. I'm not sure who'd want to light their car up yellow, but,
Yeah.
maybe some people. But I managed to find this one seller on eBay that had the purple lights, and what it is just the purple LED replacement bulbs. So you take the fixtures apart, you pull out the old bulbs, and you pop these new ones in, and for the most part, you're pretty much ready to go.
So we're going to show you how to do it.
Yes.
Just in case you need to put purple lights in your car. So a couple cool things about the Fiesta you've noticed.
Yes, there are a couple of very nice features with the Fiesta. This is the SE model, and this has what they have different colors of ambient lighting already built into the thing. So there's a nice little button down here. When you push this button, it changes the lights that not only illuminate the floorboards, but that illuminate the cup holder, the little bezel around the cup holder as well, which is not illuminated right now, but you can see it there. And it gives you a variety of colors. Unfortunately, one of those colors is not purple. The closest we could come was sort of a pinkish color, which I was not exactly pleased about. So we have got these little LED replacement bulbs. They look like this. And this is the little socket end of them. You can see the two wires. There's an A wire and a B wire, so you have to get them positioned in there correctly, or they will not illuminate. But you replace the normal bulbs, which look like these. These are the old bulbs with these, and then you're in business. So I've already started the operation on what they call the, I believe, the map light or the dome light, the front dome light. Now, when you go to take this thing out, what you do is there's a clip in the very front of the thing, and you push in and down on that first. And then once you do that, it'll release, and you can see that there's two little clips in the back side on either side as well. They do have what they call trim removal tools that will work really well for this. Fortunately, I work for a sign shop, and I have this little thing right here. It's like a plastic scraper for vinyl decals, to remove vinyl decals. And it worked just great to get right up in there and pull down and pop these little clips out. Now, when you pull this thing out and down, which you might have to do it again, release that back. There we go. You'll notice that there's some wires in here. You're going to have to unhook these wires. It's a little easier said than done because you don't want to let the thing hang and put too much pressure on it. But the way I was able to get them out is kind of to put my fingernail up in here and just kind of back them out easily. And they will come out of there eventually. So you remove both of these. This one on this side, and please take note of where these wires are located. Don't think you can get them kind of crossed because of the fact that this one over here, you'll see, is a double wire. One goes horizontally, one goes vertically, so you know it has to go in this receptacle here with these little metal prongs. Now, looking at the very back of this, if you notice it's got these little black things, these are actually the holders that hold the LED light bulbs in place. Now, what you're going to do to release these things is you're going to rotate it in a counterclockwise fashion until you feel a little bit of a click, and then it lifts right up out of there. Now you'll notice that I've already replaced this particular light bulb. However, it was not illuminating. So I'm going to pull it straight out of its socket, turn it, and put it right back in the socket again, and hope that that does the trick. We will just insert that gently back in there, find where the little teeth sit, turn it clockwise to rotate it and lock it back in place again. Now this one on this side was illuminating fine when I replaced it, so I know I've got that one turned correctly. Now when you go to reinstall the dome light, you'll notice that there is 2 wires, a yellow one and what looks like a grayish or black one, connected to one black connector right here. And then you have this one that's sitting over here by itself. So you know you can't get these turned around. And this connector will always have a flat side, and it has a side that has a little bump on it. The flat side is going to go against the housing, the plastic housing of the dome light itself. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take it, you're going to make sure that it's right over top of that silver prong, and you're just going to sort of slide it gently back into place so that you can make sure that you have the right connection. And it's kind of hard to do because they don't give you a lot of lead on these wires. But there you can feel it kind of click back into place. And again, I'm kind of supporting the dome lights so that I'm not putting pressure on the wires at the ends, making sure that they're in there securely. Now, when I go to put this back in, I'm going to just do kind of the opposite way that I took it out. I'm going to put the back of the dome light in first and make sure those clips are up into place. And then we should just be able to push the front of it back up until you hear again a little bit of a click, and then it's in there securely. Now, of course, we're testing it.
All right.
We've got both of the outside bulbs. We've got the center one.
There we have it.
Everything
VAPI
illuminating.
purple.
Yep.
Nice.
Now, you can also, this particular clip, this particular set that I bought, you can see all of these bulbs down inside here. Now, the reason I have all these bulbs is because there's 3 that go in the front map light and dome light. There's at least another 1 that goes in the rear dome light. There's LED bulbs included for the underneath side of the dash panels where it will illuminate the flooring. And I believe there's also 1 or 2 that's included for the trunk light for the cargo area in the back as well. So, and there were a couple of other things like there's a couple that are included here for these mirrors. Some of the mirrors in the Fiestas come with the light that illuminates it. This particular model does not have the actual bulbs and the illumination, so I'll have a couple of extra bulbs left over when it's all said and done. That's a pretty cool color and a pretty cool thing.
So what we're gonna have to do is tonight, we're gonna have to come out here and light up these lights and the floor lights and stuff like that.
Yes.
So you can get a better look at how illuminated the inside of the car is. That's one thing that's important to us kind of with paranormal investigations, venturing off into the night,
Yes.
is how illuminated the inside of the car is. Because I can't tell you how many times, well, I guess this really never happened, where I went to put my drink down and missed the cup holder, but it could happen.
Right.
And I've mentioned several times as I kind of am driving and searching for the right place to put it, how cool would it be to have lighted cup holders?
Yeah.
And here they are,
Here it
lighted
is.
cup holders in the Ford Fiesta.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at
gonna
the
be cool.
other dome light and how to replace those lights, and then we'll come back tonight and take a look at it illuminated.
Yep. Again, here we are now in the back seat, trying to take a look at the rear dome light and figure out how to replace the bulbs in this one. And it's probably going to work the same way. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a video online that described how to do these properly for the 2018. So I just kind of had to base my inferences on what they had information-wise for the other vehicles. Now, again, it looks like this is the same configuration. We probably have at least 1 or 2 clips in the front. Oh, it was 1 in the very front of the rear dome light that I just released. So that means there's probably 2 in the back. And you're putting the little plastic thing between this plastic molding and the actual lens itself. So we're going to gently pull down on that. Now, if you notice that there's a different configuration here, we actually have All 3 of our wires that go to this thing are on one side this time, and there is not a lot of room for you to pull these things out of there. But same basic thing. I'm just going to try to gently pull them out of there. Okay, there's one of them I just released. If I turn this and you look here, you can see that there's only one bulb down in the very center of this thing. Right. So I'm wondering if we can actually just replace it without undoing that last bulb or that last wire. And here it is again, same configuration. It's got that little tiny bulb down inside here. We're just going to pull that bulb directly out of its little socket. Now I'm going to fish out another one of these little bulbs here. And we will just gently push that into place. There we go. And we'll slide that back in there. You might have to turn it a little bit till you get it down inside there correctly. So once you have that right back inside and securely in place, of course you want to reconnect all of the wires, which I really can't see very well unless I turn them toward me. So again, make sure that you have the flat side of the plastic wire bracket against the housing, and you can see it's illuminating immediately. So
purple light.
There we go. We have purple light. We know we have that light bulb turned the right way. Like I said, if it doesn't illuminate, try opening and shutting the car doors a couple of times, because that usually, activates the lights to come on. If it's still not coming on, take that bulb back out of there, turn it 180 degrees and reinsert it into the socket. Put the socket back inside the fixture, and most likely you'll have it. Yep. And there it is, purple in the rear dome light as well.
Nice. Purple in the rear, purple in the front.
Yes.
And I couldn't help but notice there seems to be a purple air freshener up there as well.
There is. Yeah, I managed to find a purple air freshener. It's kind of berry smelling, so I was kind of excited about that. And we plan on getting a purple steering wheel cover as well. And I just haven't exactly found one that I like. If you want a steering wheel cover for the Ford Fiesta, it's going to be about a 14.5-inch diameter steering wheel cover. But I'm still shopping around for that, and hopefully we'll find one soon. And like I say, on the inside, I'll replace the rest of the bulbs in the thing little by little. And then we hope to have some graphics for the outside of it, some purple and silver graphics.
So another video, but whatever updates we do, we'll keep you posted. Now, I couldn't help but notice there was an upgrade to the key as well.
Yes, we do have this keychain that Jeff gave me for Christmas. A little alien head, courtesy of Second and Charles.
Oh, how perfect is that, huh?
Yes. Hush now. All right, so as you can see, the purple lights are working great. We can get even more of an effect if we turn on the map lights. And the silver that is, around the gear knob and the controls and everything all kind of lights up that purple, so it looks really cool. Also, the steering wheel kind of reflects the purple light as well. So it's actually pretty cool. We're actually very pleased with it. Now, as you can see, this was the factory color of pink that is in the light bezel, and as well as the full floorboards too. You can kind of see it reflecting off of the silver of the floor mats down there. And that's what we're trying to get rid of. I'm not real sure if we're going to be able to get rid of the light bezel color. I'm not sure how that works, but we can definitely replace the bulbs and the floorboards. We do have bulbs provided for that, as well as the one that is in the cargo space in the little hatch. There's one little light fixture in there that we can just pop the lens off of and replace the bulb very easily. So we're looking forward to getting it all purple. And as I said, I think it's pretty cool. I don't think we're going to have any problem reading with this thing. That was one of our concerns, but we really don't do much reading in the car anyways. I mean, it's not like we're looking at maps anymore. This is more of a, we're using GPS and everything off of our phones. So there won't be much reading involved unless it's on a phone. So I think it's gonna work out pretty good, and It's definitely cool looking.
And if we're doing a video on the go, it's kind of got this cool purple tint to it.
It does.
You know, I don't know if it's got a very paranormal feel to it, I should say.
Yeah, kind of a paranormal, like an eerie sort of purple glow. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And since nobody did a video on replacing these dome lights, we figured, hey, why not?
Yeah.
We might as well do one.
Yeah.
Right? But like I said, we're going to be making further modifications to the VAPI mobile here, if you will. And we'll just do short little videos along the way just to kind of show you the updates with it.
Right.
Right? So thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe. If you found this video because of the dome light replacements, subscribe anyway, and you can see some paranormal videos coming up, and you know, maybe you like them.